it's your girl Jade Massentoff, and I am super excited to introduce to you guys my new series, Bangs and Bruises. We're starting with season 1, episode 1. Yes, and I'm super excited. And season 1 is about pole dancers. I'm going to be interviewing pole dancers here in the DFW area, and I thought the best way to do this is by starting at my home studio here in Fort Worth, Texas, SkyPole Fitness. And today's special guest, I am interviewing, of course, the owner of SkyPole Fitness, Sky herself. If you kind of just want to learn what pole is about, this is a great place to start here at SkyPole Fitness, because I'm telling you, the women here are amazing, the instructors are amazing, and season 1 of Bangs and Bruises is all about pole dancers, the different styles about pole dancing, right here in Fort Worth, Texas. Let's go ahead and get started, and let's go ahead and meet Sky. Yeah! Hey guys, so we're here inside of SkyPole Fitness, and I'm super excited for this interview. So let me introduce you guys to someone who's very special to me. I'm super excited about this interview, and she's about to give us all of her. Are y'all ready? Here we go. Sky of SkyPole Fitness. So, how are you feeling?
I'm very pregnant.
And I love it. You look great, by the way. Absolutely. Are you excited about this new adventure that you're going on with your pregnancy?
I am super excited. Yes.
Awesome. And how does that feel, like going into being I know you're already a mother, right? And so how does it feel like having on this new, this new baby, as well as being a studio owner?
It's definitely a lot. It makes things a little bit more challenging in the sense that, my cute little outfits don't quite fit me the same anymore, not to be shallow. But, it's just like the normal, like morning sickness and like swollen feet and all of that. But it's definitely helped me kind of tailor some of my classes to make things a little bit more, easy and doable than they were before. And I think that's kind of benefiting some of the students as well, because I now currently approach my classes just slightly different than I did before, right? So it's definitely slower paced, a few more body rolls than I did before, things like that.
Okay, cool. So I really want the viewers to kind of know where you started. I know this has been an amazing journey for you. You've created such an amazing space for women, but I want to know how all of this came about before the studio. So like, where did you start? How did you become about I want to pole dance?
For sure. So I was in college at UNT at the time in Denton. And then one day I was just sitting at home and I saw a video of a woman named Janine Butterfly. Okay. Hopefully one day she'll watch this. Hey Janine, you're my inspiration. So she's into acrobatics and pole dancing and doing shows all over the world in Vegas and things like that. But I saw her video and I was like, wow, that is fascinating. So before I even took a pole class, I got online and ordered a pole. Had it sent to my house, didn't know what I was doing. It was a hot mess, and I was like, yeah, I need to go to classes. So I enrolled in a local studio, and then just became a student, and then eventually became an instructor, and then, years after college and working in the finance corporate world, one day I was like, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be doing something else, and that was kind of what triggered me opening the studio, or actually, thinking about opening a studio and creating that path for myself, was that realization that I'm supposed to be doing something else, not this.
That's amazing. So as you were like, this is not for me. I don't want to be in the finance industry, right? It's like, I don't want to be in the finance industry. I should be doing something else. How were you able to overcome the thought of, security, safety with your finance job, to taking this leap of faith into being a studio owner? What was that thought process like?
Really just kind of hoping for the best. It was kind of a shot in the dark. I was like, Lord, please let this work, because I know everybody around me doesn't want it to. That was kind of my mindset is, because I know just anytime you're venturing off on your own or doing something that's outside the norms of society and going in and punching a clock, which there's nothing wrong with that, lots of people do. My soon-to-be husband, he gets up, goes to work, he's worked the same job for 15, 17 years, something like that. Right. And that's okay, and that's a good fit for him. Right. But when you've made that decision, like, no, I want to do something different. I want to step outside my comfort zone. I don't want to work in the corporate world. I want to do something else. You're going to have people around you that are like, okay, you know, so you just have to like look past that. You know, I didn't really have any like sort of financial backing, if you will. So my ability to open the studio just came from saving up for a couple of years. I made that decision, hey, I want to open a studio. I started eating ramen noodles instead of going out to eat. I sold my car and bought a hoopty. You know, I downgraded my apartment. So I didn't apply for loans, nothing like that. I just kind of saved my money up for a while until I was able to like take that plunge to, you know, open up a studio.
Just go for it. So I know it had to be like negative like comments, you know, moving forward into this, like starting from, you know, when you opened your studio. I'm sure there was people who had negative things to say, so on and so forth. How did you handle, you know, people having bad things to say about what you were doing? Like, how did you cope with that?
Yeah, so thankfully, like, I have super thick skin. I don't really stress about a whole lot. I don't really worry about what too many people say. That's not really what bothers me. I think what bothers me the most is the supporters, because, so for example, my parents, they're like huge supporters of mine.
Right.
But at the same time, they're still my parents. They care about my well-being.
Right.
Same thing, I'm a mom, and you know, if my son were to come to me one day and say, Mom, I'm quitting my comfortable job to go move out of state to become a beekeeper. I mean, I would be like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? So because that's naturally instilled in us to care about our kids or our spouse or our friends, things like that. So it's kind of like they're supporters, but at the same time, it's like, just trust me. Just trust me. Let me do this.
Right.
You know, let me venture off. Let me take a chance, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, and that's fine. You know, these corporate jobs will always be here. It's fine. So that was kind of the biggest thing, is just getting those around me to trust and just understand that, hey, this is just a journey I'm going to take. But as far as like the negative comments, and I get that on, you know, Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that, I just kind of shake it off, oh, that's just ignorance. I don't.
Right. And you've always been very confident about yourself. I mean, when you say you have thick skin, and I've always admired that about you. You were confident, like, no one couldn't tell you shit. You was like, this is me, this is who I am, so on and so forth. You couldn't tell her nothing, okay? So I'm interested to know, were you always like that, or was that kind of like a pole thing? Did pole bring that out of you, or?
I think definitely pole played a huge part in it. I've been like fairly confident my whole life, but I think that getting into pole really is what triggered that. Is, wow, I am a bad bitch, and I want other people to feel that way too. Can I cut? Like, I can touch me.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We's real here. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I think pole definitely helped with that transition, and you know, just not caring what people think, and you know, not hiding my stretch marks and my cellulite and whatever, this and that. Like, you know, no, I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect to me. That definitely was triggered by my pole journey.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I absolutely love that you definitely inspire women, and I think, and your confidence has a lot to do with that. I know some women can be intimidated by that. Sometimes you're like, oh, she's, you know, this and this and this and this, but I feel like that's an amazing thing, because as women, we don't, you know, it's already hard on us for how we should look and how we should be and how we should carry ourselves. And I feel like that's amazing that you're so confident and you bring that in here, and women want to be like you. And I think that's amazing. Like, I mean, that's absolutely amazing. So I want to kind of have a play a pole game with you, because I want to now that I kind of dig into you a little bit, I want to kind of see who you are as a dancer now. I know we got into like the before the dancer and how you are now, but now I kind of want to dig into you a little bit. So I have these little games.
Okay, game face on.
Yes. So I'm gonna say two things pole related, and you pick one or the other. So you know how you have those games where it's like hot or cold?
For sure.
Yep. Okay, cool. So you have a timer Get my timer out. And you have, let's see, 35 seconds.
35, I'm just kidding. Okay, that's
35 seconds. And your time starts after I ask the first question. All right, here we go.
I'm sweating.
And here we go. Pirouette or step around?
Pirouette.
Lay back, wrist sit.
Lay back.
Shoulder mount, chest press.
Shoulder mount.
Aisha, extended butterfly.
Aisha.
Money or flowers?
Money flower.
Okay. Heel clacks or twerking?
Oh, twerking.
Okay. Body wave, A-frame.
Body wave.
Front splits, middle splits.
Middle.
Chair dance, floor work.
Floor.
Trap music, R&B music.
Trap.
Yay! Look, right at the 35-second mark.
What did I win?
What did you win? You didn't win anything.
This is bullshit.
No. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to know, because I wanted to know, like, what would you choose over, you know. So I kind of knew you were going to pick pirouette and lay back and shoulder mount. But this money flower situation, I know that wasn't really pole related, but
Right.
I'm curious to know why you couldn't pick between the two.
Well, you have like the flowers that are made of money. You know people like fold money to make the bouquet of flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, Sky? Okay. She was like, I'm about to twist this shit on y'all real quick. Money flowers.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like
I know what you're talking about. Yes.
They make like cakes and stuff out of
Yeah,
money.
and yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll be honest. So you picked middle splits. This one actually threw me. You picked trap music over R&B music. Is there a reason?
I think because the twerk question was still in my head, so I was like thinking I'm just like being hype but
Okay.
my normal my style is more like sensual, sexy, floor, things like that. So I guess day to day it would be R&B.
Okay.
Or slow like sensual music. I think I had booty clapping in my head. That's the question. It was just still on my mind.
Okay. So which brings me to my next question is, what is your pole style? Like, how would you describe it? What is your pole style? Like, how is it?
Yeah, for sure. So definitely anything sensual. So I'm naturally drawn to low flow and floor work. I like being around the floor, I guess rolling around the floor, if you will. So I think just anything that's slow and sensual and sexy. I feel like, I tell my students all the time. When I'm dancing, when I'm teaching a routine, when we're going through the routine at the end of class, y'all aren't even here right now. Like, I'm the only person in the room. And that's exactly how I dance. And you'll see a lot of times in my classes when we've learned the routine towards the end of class, I'll, have them do the routine and then I'll do it with them and I'll kind of switch back and forth. That's because when I'm doing it, I'm not watching you. I'm not spotting you. I'm not checking your form. I'm not doing any of that. I'm like in the moment right there with you, and lost in my own body and my own eyes and my own thighs and my own everything else. So I think definitely anything sexy, sensual, low flow, sometimes it's called stripper style. That is definitely my forte.
I love that. And it's actually crazy you said that, because I think when the first time I ever seen you dance, when I first had that class with you and I was watching you, you were so like lost, like in your eyes, like you were lost in the moment, like lost in the movement. And I was just like, how is she how is she able to do that? Like, just be like no one else around, like, not saying that it matters, but it's just like you are lost in who you are. Is there a secret to how you get there? I'm still working on that. So
come to SkyPole.
Well, and she will show you.
Honestly, I think really just I say that, I'm not really just trying to plug the studio, but being here, and not even here, just like any environment where it's like you can be free. When we're like moms and teachers and friends and coworkers out there, in here you can just be you. Absolutely. You're not a mother in here, you're not a friend in here, you're not a wife in here, you're just you. And so I think just being in that environment, when we turn the lights off and we close the curtains, you can just get lost in yourself. I think that kind of trickles down to the students, and I find them doing the same thing. You know, I watch their Instagrams and I see them dancing for themselves in the mirror, and I'm like, yeah, I get it, girl.
I love that. Yes. I just think that's such a beautiful thing, to be able to lose yourself in that moment, even when you're in a classroom full of other women, and you're just like, it's me right now. It's I'm dancing for me, and and it's crazy though, because you're able to like bounce off, your energy to the other women, because they were like, oh, I want to be like that too. So I think that's an amazing thing, that your style and just who you are, really, it shows when you're actually dancing. And I just had to tell you that, because it's like, oh my God, y'all, I can't wait to see y'all. Wait till y'all see her dance, because it's like, and she's gone.
If you sit your pregnant ass down.
No, even with her.
This is why this happened.
Fair.
It's because I'm so sexy. No.
And she's telling the truth. Let her tell the truth.
No.
So I do have another game, or another brain teaser for you. This one's called Name That Trick. However, this sounds terrible, right? Whoop that trick. Name that trick. So really, I'm gonna say really, that's not a good name for this game. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna say a letter, and you have to think of the first trick that comes to mind. It can be anything pole related though. Okay. So you have anything pole related, and you have 45 seconds. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. A.
Aisha.
F.
Fonji.
H.
Handstand? That's really good.
P.
Why am I so bad at this? Pirouette.
S.
Superman.
L.
I feel like anyone watching this will be like, oh, she should have just said this. It's a lot harder, okay? It's a lot harder than it looks. Leg hang.
B.
Batwing.
D.
D. Inverted D.
R.
Remy sit.
I.
That doesn't help. Iguana.
I was doing like this because I was like, time's running out.
Sweating.
That was good. You did it. Okay.
Was that it?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. What's my time on that?
46 seconds.
Okay.
So you were a second off. As soon as I said I, it hit the 40.
We're doing it again. Scratch that.
Okay.
Edit this out. No.
No, that was great. I wanted to kind of see what came off the top of your head. So this leads me into my next question is, what is your favorite trick?
My favorite trick would probably Aisha is my favorite trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did that become your favorite trick? Is that it's just as soon as you got it, you knew, or like nothing could just replace that trick?
It was like one of those things that it was always a struggle for me, and I'm like, one day I'm gonna get it. And then when I got it, it was like, okay, that's my signature. Well, I wouldn't say it's my signature trick, but it's it's my favorite trick.
Definitely your favorite. Okay.
It's tied between that and Cupid.
Oh,
yes.
I think I still have a picture. I might pop it up in here that I have in my phone of you doing the Cupid when I first met you, and I was just like, what the fuck? How is she doing that? You were just like,
it makes me feel so powerful when I do it.
Yeah, you look so good doing it. So that's interesting. So your favorite chick is Aisha. Okay, cool. So I do have one last game for you. Oh, this one's finish the phrase. I'm only gonna time you just because I want to see how fast you do it, but okay. No pressure. All right, are you ready?
Yes.
Point your
toes.
The safe word is
pineapples.
Do it on your
bad side.
I am not your
mother.
You should practice every
day.
You should practice every how many days?
How many days a week?
Yeah.
I'd say about 4.
Okay. I was expecting you to cuss. Every fucking day. No, it's okay. They are not bruises. They are
pole kisses.
I have heels bigger than your
dick.
You ain't got to go home, but
you can't stay here.
39 seconds. Yeah, get the fuck.
I was trying to limit the cussing.
No, we want it raw here.
Okay.
So we have phrases here at SkyPole Fitness. I'm sure most of, you know, studios say this, but here at SkyPole Fitness, we're very keen on what we say here. So I'm surprised you didn't say point your fucking toes, but.
And then I did it when you said it.
Did you?
I did. This doesn't count right now.
That's how much we psychologically brand these phrases into our day-to-day lives. I think I go take that home with me too.
Yeah. Point your toes, and in the same direction too.
Yeah.
No gang signs with your toes.
Oh, wait, let me not put that in there because that was ugly. Go ahead and finish off this interview with just a few more questions, because that was fun, and then we'll get into your demo later on.
Okay.
I want people to really see. I feel like talking about it is one thing, but visually watching you is a whole other ball game. And so I really am excited for you guys to see her demo and her portraying her style as a dancer. So, what trick do you hate doing the most?
Anything flippy. I'm not a flipper. Anything, yeah.
Okay, so no flips. Like that flips is a no-go for you. Interesting. I didn't know that.
Any sort of flip or no, just not.
So you
not
refuse.
me.
You know, it's funny. The student Sarah, she's the same way. She absolutely refuses.
When I filled in for Pistol, which y'all will see, Pistol, she's our flipper. She bounces just right up. She's made of rubber. She is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Extremely talented. When I filled in for her class the other day, I walked and I said, we will not be flipping and we will not be kipping. So
wrong
Pistol
class.
will be back next week. I'm sorry that it's me. I apologize that you got the bench warmer, but
no! Okay, so no flips. We're not flipping.
No, we're not
flipping.
flipping.
That. Okay. So, okay, my next question. What is the one thing you have to have with you at all times when you're at the studio?
When I'm at the studio?
Yes.
So,
or when you teach a class, like what do you have to have with you?
Other than like the standard like water, dry hands, things like that, probably my notebook. So I plan out all of my classes. I write everything down and draw like little sketches. I like having that just to reference, and sometimes I'll blend routines that I did like a few months prior. Okay. So I like having my trusty notebook.
Nice. And that's how you do like that's your process before you teach a class is writing everything down in your notebook. That way you can refer back to it.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Because I know everyone's different with their process of how they build their classes. And I did the notebook thing, but I ain't gonna lie, I got lazy. I just start recording them now, like here we go. And if I forget, I'm like, hold on, y'all, go to my phone. That's what I did. Okay, so notebook. Next question. What part of this journey brings you the most joy?
The part of this journey that brings me the most joy, I would say like how I see women evolve. Or men, you know, just how I see students evolve when they come in here. So they start out these like little quiet, shy butterflies. They come in here with their sweatpants and their t-shirts and covered up. And then after a couple classes, they come in here, you know, ass out, titties out, and just like, I'm here walking across the parking lot butt naked, and I'm like, girl, who lives here? But just watching like students evolve into these like beautiful, confident, sexual beings, and not worrying about like, am I a size 2? Can you see my stretch marks? Can you see my, you know, nothing like that. Just feeling good about themselves. You know, watching their videos on Instagram and all of that. Just watching them evolve.
Absolutely. I have one last question, and I should have asked this from the jump, but I forgot. And I don't think I've ever asked you this question before. How did you come up with your name?
Sky?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to reach for the stars. Yeah. I'm just kidding. No.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I took that.
Honestly. Well, it's true and it's not. I'm just, you know me, I'm so sarcastic. Honestly, it's like, to me, when I think Sky, I think like just going all in, just not letting anyone stop you. And for me, it was just like very fitting because, you know, I had the naysayers and people doubting me.
Right.
And then too, just being in this area anyway, because there's no studios in this area, and there's a few here and there, but a lot of them are across town or in Dallas.
Right.
So just kind of being out on my own, I just felt like, you know what, Sky is very fitting for me. I want to go to the top, and not necessarily, you know, financially to the top or fame-wise or anything like that. More so, I want to go to my top, and I want to do the best that I can and live a comfortable life and be content with the choices that I've made and things like that. So.
That's amazing. And I knew it's crazy that I've known you for so long and I've never asked you that question, like how, because it did fit you so well that I really thought that was your name.
No, I do. And then when they find out it's a stage name, they feel cheated.
Low key, I did. For a long time, I didn't know.
It's like seeing a teacher at the grocery store. Like, no, you're a teacher. Like, they think that I just like go to sleep when classes are over and I'm here.
Right.
Like, I am a real person outside.
You know, I felt very, I wouldn't say betrayed, but I felt very like. So the first time I got a paycheck from you, I was like, who the fuck is this? Last name and all, it threw me for a little. That's her name? It like completely like mind fucked me because I was just like, how dare that she did not tell me
my government name?
Yes, I want to know. You know my government name from the jump. When I signed up, she has my government name. She knows who the fuck I is, my address, location, phone number, damn near my social security number. But when I looked at you, I was like, oh, Sky, yeah, that's her name. I mean, I didn't even ask, like, what was your last name? Like, Sky what? And I didn't even think of that, because Sky just...
Right. I'd be like, Pole Fitness.
Sky, what's your last name? Oh, it's Pole Fitness. It's right there. It's up there. Like, dead ass. Like, I probably would have believed you.
Checks out. All right.
Alright guys, so thank y'all so much. I'm so excited that I was able to interview the beautiful Sky of SkyPole Fitness. She's actually about to go ahead and show us a demo of her signature style. She's going to do a small demo, so don't ask for too much, but she's about to, I can't wait for y'all to see the way she moves, the way she dances. It's absolutely just, you're just going to be like, oh, take my money.
Oh my gosh.
So thank you so much for watching the first episode of Bangs and Bruises here with Sky of SkyPole Fitness. Thank y'all so much for watching, and stay tuned to watch her signature style. Yay! Bye y'all.
Hey, what's up y'all? I'm Sky with SkyPole Fitness. I'm the proud owner and founder of SkyPole Fitness of Fort Worth, Texas. And today I'd like to share with you my personal pole style, which is sensual, sexy, low flow. Here we go. SkyPole Fitness, owner and founder of SkyPole Fitness in Fort Worth, Texas. We've been here about 4 years now, and I would like to show you my personal pole style. Hi, I'm Sky with Sky. Nope, don't do it. No, take it off.
Okay.
Edit it.
Okay.
Put it on the bloopers.
Okay, got it.
I am the owner. Go ahead and edit that one out too. Last one. Why am I nervous?
Yeah, don't.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. Oh,
It was good.
I think it was great. You want to see it first?
Okay.
Before you make your decision? Okay.
No, because you said I shouldn't care what my video looks like, and